Welcome everyone to finals, second week of finals for our Premier League. Stephen, this is
back again. The beautiful 19th terrace up here.
yeah, sensational day.
The day. About time we had days like this, so it's
19 degrees. Good place to be.
it'll be a good day to play golf, I reckon. But
Yeah.
we're stuck up here doing this. But anyway,
Lots of reports of courses coming back really well. So
yeah,
get out here, everyone.
make for good finals this weekend, Steve.
Yeah, it's good.
We've got one grand finalist already.
Yep.
And fair to say we've probably already worked out who the second finalist will be, but we'll.
My boys.
Yeah, they're. I don't know if they're your boys. I don't think they want you anymore, I heard.
Purple Haze.
Anyway, they're there again, so they got a chance to win their second in 3 times. So
Reluctant Heroes got it done 142 to 132.
yeah, against the Fockers again, 0-6 from finals. The Fockers, they're having a bit of trouble in this time of year. So
I've got a bit of Port Adelaide about them.
but yeah, good to see Scalzi 36. Pretty consistent team effort by Reluctant Heroes. 36 from Scalzi, Dave Pearson 36, Kirk Ardley 35, and Jay Bennett 35.
Only good thing that happened to Kirk on the weekend.
We have nothing else.
He's a Richmond supporter.
Well, fair enough.
He had a horrible day on Sunday.
They only just lost, but anyway. So no, good effort by Reluctant Heroes. The Fockers didn't have much. They only had Trav Clack and Pete Durant 35 and 34 to really hold them up. Robbie Kilgare and John T. Jeffries and Shuey Manta 32 and 31. So not going to beat too many teams there, especially this time of year.
And the elimination final, that was just a whitewash.
Yeah, one-sided.
133 to 117. James Alcorn.
Yep.
38.
Yep. Top score for the 4 teams this weekend. So good effort.
I've done a bit of research and he's 4 times out of his last 10 rounds he's played to or bettered his handicap. That's twice as good as anyone else in the comp. So
That's a good effort.
So yes, Cinderella boys smashed the granddads. Darryl Brown 31, Jack Crawford 31.
Yeah, Brian O'Neill 25 and not going to win many games when the last person is going to get that. And they were missing a couple of decent players. The hero of last week, Long Dasher, out. And
He's up on the decent.
no, he's okay. When you have Ireland 1 and top score for your team, you must be doing something right 1 week, I suppose.
He's left-handed though.
Yeah, true. But and who else was gone? Darren Burr was out of that team, so a bit unlucky.
They were very 42 points today, I think for 41.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that you should have done on the weekend. Should have been a bit of a team player maybe. But yeah, Cinderella boys, they'll go on to play the Fockers this week. The 0-16 finals will go 0-7, I reckon, this week. We've got no chance.
Never won a final.
No.
And right now, doesn't look like continuing.
No.
It does, sorry, look like continuing. Let's did some bit of research. Their best player has been Craig Healy, played to his handicap twice in the last 10 rounds.
You're not going to win many games if he's your best player. I forgot to tee off last year.
And James Alcorn is best player or leading player for Cinderella boys. He's 4 times out of the last 10 rounds. He's played to his handicap or better, which is a phenomenal effort.
Yep, and they were a couple short too on the weekend, Cinderella boys as well, with Sean Slattery and Ivan Kirkby not in. So if they come back this week,
Ivan's been injured and
Sean's been injured too.
So
good. And James being the substitute this year for the other 2 boys that I mentioned last week. Gone. And James came in.
He's the least experienced. He's only played 15 times this year, and I think that's the lowest of anyone in those 2 teams.
Probably why we haven't mentioned him much this year. So, but when he plays, he does a good job of it.
Compared to on the other side, Rob Kilgare, 162 rounds of competition golf up so far this year.
You still haven't mentioned him.
I still haven't mentioned him. I don't know what you've been doing, Rob.
Yeah. I don't know what that stat proves, but anyway.
That was interesting.
Yeah, no, he's always here, Robbie. So.
Ivan Kirkby, I think 87 times, and Trent Whiston, his scoring's on the improve. He's getting close, I reckon. He's one of those players who's got one of those blinding rounds in him.
Well, he's on the right team anyway this weekend, so I think Cinderella boys will do a good job. Rocket will fire him up and want to get into that grand final against Reluctant Heroes, and the Fockers have just got no chance at all. It's a final, they've got no chance. So
they've got 3-4 players who haven't played to their handicap at all in the last 10 rounds.
The Fockers, yeah, that
So,
makes it hard.
yeah.
Relying on 4 players ain't really there if that's going to happen each week.
Where the other boys, not a lot different, but just got a bit more of a spread. Some guys have shown a bit more form.
So on those stats, Steve, what do you reckon?
My statistical advice is that Cinderella boys should get it done.
Yeah, we're both probably going to be missing at least one player out of their team, I would have thought, this week. Sean definitely won't be playing this week.
Pete's away.
Yeah, Pete's away, I think. Timmy Leake going in with a bit of an injury. Come off limping off the course last week, so a bit of a sore knee. Not saying it's the sook of the week or anything.
Must have heard that on the plane.
Yeah, he must have. He did say it actually flared up ever since he got off the plane, so
right.
a bit hard up in first class, I suppose. You can't spread it out enough, maybe, I don't know. But
always days off work.
But yeah, so he's a bit injured. That's not going to help the cause with maybe only half a leg there for him. But yeah, as I said last week, Jonty Jeffries still needs to stand up. He's done nothing this year, so if he stands up, they might have a bit of a chance. But
He's another one of those ones, I think.
What stats you got there?
Oh no, he's got 1 out of 10, so he has played to his handicap or better only once.
yeah, so
Tough conditions, admittedly, this time of year. Not many players have been, but we'll see. We'll see what my stats say.
We'll see if they're any good. But
A bit of time mulling over that.
yeah,
Average handicap?
average
Is that,
handicap. What do
that
you got?
comes into it? So 10.7 for
Cinderella boys, yeah.
and average of 7 handicap for the
That might be a bit harder for the Fockers.
Fockers.
The
Yeah,
average
it's
is
hard to
7,
say.
but-
Like, just when conditions are poor, the low markers probably have the advantage. So
True.
with it getting better, I think that probably plays into Cinderella boys' hands a bit more.
Yeah, and the weather's going to be pretty good this week. The course is really going to dry out over these couple of fine days. Might get a bit of rain Friday, but yeah, I'm still sticking with the Cinderella boys no matter what stats you throw at me.
So what about?
A couple of lookalikes this week from the guys out there. Chad Jones sent me a couple of photos of former Premier League player Fred Harrison. He bought a book for his father-in-law Kieran Dullard, and opened the first page he opened up was a photo of this old guy cartoon character, and it looked exactly like Fred. And, yeah, not a bad lookalike. And I was watching Caddyshack the other night, and I saw someone on there that looked a little bit like a member out here, Craig Opie. I gave him a lesson on Friday, and I thought, geez, you look like someone I've just seen. And I don't know how to say it, but that Al, the loud fella on Caddyshack, I reckon he looks a little bit like that guy. So a couple of little different things this week from the guys out there.
That's crazy, isn't it?
No, I think he is a little bit. So he called me all sorts of names when I told him he looked like him, and I won't go into that. But a couple of awards out of the weekend. We'll start with probably Tool of the Week, Brian O'Neill. I tried to ask everyone if they wanted to come to the grand final on 27th of August. I asked Brian that.
What, last
This
Saturday?
is Saturday just gone, yeah.
Which was when? In
It's,
August?
it was, whatever it was, 13th of August, so pretty much halfway through August. Brian goes, when is it? I said 27th of August. He goes, I'll worry about it in August. Darryl Brown was standing beside him, and he looked at me and I looked at him, and we said to Brian, it's August, mate, it's the 13th of August. And he was dumbfounded. He had no idea it was August. So, Brian, you get Tool of the Week, mate. We're only a week away from the grand final. It's 27th of August, which we're in now. So
He's retired. So
time and date doesn't matter.
Every day Saturday to him.
Yep, fair enough. So yeah, Tool of the Week for Brian, which I thought that was a classic. We all had a good laugh in the shop on the weekend about that. Probably Sook of the Week, and you just mentioned this to me this morning.
Yeah, well, Chad Jones Facebooking up about his team missing finals by 2 points.
I think it refers to us giving Tool of the Week to Dion Roberts and Luke Keogh for swapping clubs and teams, and his team they used to be in are now in the finals and going for a grand final spot, and he's come out with calling us flogs because they only missed out in the finals by 2 points.
Yeah.
You're still eighth.
Yeah.
You're eighth out of 9 teams. Who cares what you missed out on, really? So I don't know who's the flog here. I reckon the flog of Chubb Peterson's really.
Bit of both, Chad.
Bit of both to come on here. Maybe this side, but not this side. That doesn't even. You may as well be in mixed bag position. They're not playing finals either.
No,
so.
we'll call them the new Richmond. Just straight in for that spot just outside the 8.
They're not even that close to the 8 as Richmond. Richmond get closer to the 8 than what these boys have done.
Team.
I think they've finished Wooden Spoon once,
Yeah.
and second last
actually
other
on the
time.
improve. So we could argue that those boys have made a difference.
Yeah,
But
they
at the
may,
end of the day,
if they get another 6 players that take their spot as well, they might improve a bit more. So yeah, no, sook of the week to Chad, but thanks for the photo, mate. That was good.
it was funny, but yeah, it didn't stop us.
No. Apart from that, that's all we had this weekend, really. There wasn't much else going on. It's all pretty quiet. So,
Just a big week.
yeah,
Big week
for the Cinderella boys and the Fockers this week.
Massive week for the Fockers if they go down.
Could be the end of the Fockers, really. They mightn't go again
They
if
might
they
go
lose.
after this.
Nah, 7 and zip from finals. That could be the end
Questions
of
will
them.
be asked about the leadership, I think.
Yep.
Student answer.
Might be just all over. Might be whole team overhaul, I reckon.
Very experienced team, played a lot of golf this year, and if they don't get it done, not sure where to from there, boys.
No. So good luck to the Cinderella boys and the Fockers. I got to ask most people on the weekend if they're available for grand final night, so keep that in mind. 27th of August, I'll hit up the people I haven't seen this weekend, hopefully, get a yes or no answer. But most of them have said yes over the weekend, so that's positive. That's about it.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you, CUB. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Steve. Might even have a new.
Hopefully see you all out here.
Yeah, definitely. Might even have a new cast member next week. Richard. K-Alpha, is it? Is that how you say it?
He used to be a pro, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so. So he's back in the shop. He might even make a special guest appearance next week.
Celebrity.
That's it.
Yes.
So, thank you. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.